Take it away.
Back at Busch Stadium in St. Louis on a clear night here in St. Louis, albeit a little chilly. The temperatures are due to dip into the 40s tonight. Under the Golden Arch, the gateway to the west. Right now it's 60, but it's going to get considerably cooler than that. Temperature might get down into the 40s and probably will as the umpiring crew has come out for the exchange of lineup cards at home plate. Good crowd on hand for the first of this 3-game series. The umpiring crew: Frank Politte behind the plate, Charlie Williams at first, Ed Rapuano at second, Bruce Dreckman at third. And the crew and all of us certainly in the telecast booth want to send along our very best to Eric Gregg. Eric's mom died back in Philadelphia recently, Dorothy Gregg, and so Frank Politte and the entire crew here said be sure and wish the Gregg family their deepest sympathy and our condolences as well to Eric Gregg on the loss of his mother. Well, the Phillies started this trip 0-2 against the Marlins, losing a tough one behind Curt Schilling and then getting bombed out yesterday's game by a score of 12-4. So Terry Francona looking for better things to happen here in Busch Stadium. The Cardinals have taken the field, and Francona's starting lineup: Doug Glanville in center field leads off. Greg Jeffries left field bats second. Scott Rowland third base hitting third. Rico Brogna at first base bats fourth. Mark Lewis second baseman hitting fifth. Bobby Abreu the right fielder bats sixth. Mark Parent catching hitting seventh. Alex Arias the shortstop bats eighth. Garrett Stephenson pitching hitting ninth. Defensively for Tony La Russa's Cardinals at third base is the veteran Gary Gaetti. At shortstop tonight is David Howard. Delino to Shields at second. Mark McGuire at first. Tom Lampkin catching. John Mabry in left. Ray Langford in center and Brian Jordan in right. And a 24-year-old rookie on the mound, Cliff Politte.
Politte is a non-roster invitee to camp. Made the club after only 2 years of minor league experience and only pitched as high as Double-A, where he started and pitched in only 6 games last year. But he had a great spring and was 4-1 with a 1.10 ERA in 5 games, and he's carried that success into the season with a 1-0 record and a 1.62 ERA, which ranks him 6th in the National League in that department.
54th round draft pick by the Cardinals in the '95 draft. He's a local product from right here in St. Louis. Went to Jefferson Junior College here in St. Louis. And he was their minor league player of the year last year when he went 11-1 in A-ball with a 2.24 ERA, and then moved up to Double-A at Arkansas and went 4-1 with a 2.15 ERA. Tony La Russa and his longtime pitching coach Dave Duncan in the St. Louis dugout. Cardinals come into play in a much more competitive National League Central, a half game behind first place Milwaukee, and now a full game behind ahead, or rather a half game ahead of the Cubs. They were tied with the Cubs, but the Cubs lost today to the Dodgers 11-3. Doug Glanville hitting at 203. One strike to Glanville.
And this is one guy that Terry Francona would really like to get on track, but he's doing a great job defensively, like Francona said. And that's Francona believes he's somewhat of a streaky hitter, and he's confident. He says he'll come along, he'll be fine.
A balls and 2 strikes to Glanville, and he pokes a foul. Still 0-2.
One of the things that's kind of surprising with Glanville is just the only 1 walk. He looked like he was being a little more selective in spring training, but he's only got 1 walk so far in the 13 games, and something they probably thought about a little bit, to like to get him to take some more pitches. He's a good 2-strike hitter.
Politte's not an overpowering pitcher, but he mixes them up and he throws strikes. Very good strikeout walk ratio at Prince William and at Arkansas. Glanville's making him work, fouling off pitches. A ball and 2 strikes and holds to Doug Glanville. 2-2. Up and in, the count full now to Doug Glanville. Jeffries waiting on deck. That's well hit to left field. Mabry can't get it off the tip of his glove. Glanville rolls into second base with a stand-up double. So Doug Glanville opens the ball game with a double.
Yeah, Mabry looked like he was drifting a little bit. Here you see a 3-2 pitch. He's just sitting on a fastball up a little bit in, a pitch that Glanville likes to hit. But Mabry didn't go back real. It's kind of drifted back on it. And it's when you get that line drive coming at you, that's the toughest one to judge for an outfielder.
So Greg Jeffries will try to pull the ball now and move Glanville to third base. Jeffries hitting a 3-4 Strike to Jeffries. Shortstop David Howard was out of position. He thought there was a pickoff play. He was at second base. The left side of the infield was open. There was no throw to second.
That's something a young pitcher. He's got once he sees that shortstop break into the bag, if he doesn't want to throw, he's got to step off. He had that whole, like you said, the whole left side there, Harry.
This with the breaking ball. 1-1 the count to Greg Jeffries. Wide with it, 2 balls and a strike, trying to prevent Jeffries from pulling the ball.
That's a count here. It's a good time. Jeffries going to sit on one pitch and look for that pitch to pull. Get Glanville at third. You don't want to just hit a ground ball, though. You want to try and drive that ball the opposite way. I mean, the right center gap.
Greg has been the Phillies' leading hitter with runners in scoring position as he fouls that one out of play. 2-2. Those have been playing in close. Of the first 13 games, 9 have been one-run games. Howard sneaking behind, but that time Politte stepped off, no throw.
Yeah, he did a step-off move, and Glanville sees him. Once he sees him step off in short stuff, he's aware of him back there. He's got to dive back.
Full count now to Greg Jeffries. Scott Rowland waiting on deck. Good gamble by Glanville. He gambled. He took off as soon as that ball was hit to the left side. Managed to move up to third base. Good base running by Doug Glanville as Jeffries grounds out to short.
Batting third, number 17.
That's a good job by him. He sees that ball. When the ball's hit behind him, he knows he's got a chance to get there. It is a gamble, but usually if you see it, he gets a good jump right off the bat. With his speed, you know, it's a good gamble to take.
Glanville at third base now with 1 out for Scott Rowland, who's batting at .306. This ball right there for a strike. Late swing of the breaking ball, 0-2 to Scott Rowland.
That's one of the areas that Scotty struggled with mostly this year so far, and there it is right there. Runners in scoring position, 2 for 12, and only 3 RBIs.
infield coming in with 2 strikes on him, and he swings and misses. Struck him out. So Roland goes down swinging, 2 down. It will bring up Rico Brogna.
It's a fastball. After seeing the slider, he gets a fastball. Actually, not inside a whole lot. Not a real good 0-2 pitch for the pitcher, and pretty good pitch to hit for Scott Rowland. Probably just looking for something away there after seeing a pretty good slider the pitch before.
Rico Brogna hitting at .241. Base hit left center field. Brogna will get him home. It's going all the way back to the fence. Glanville scores. Brogna at second with a double. Phil's jump to a 1-0 lead here in the first. So Brogna picks up Rowland, a big 2-out hit, and the Phillies are on the board.
It's kind of surprising with the base open, although it's not just one base open, but with Glanville at third, he comes in with a pretty good pitch to hit, first pitch. Brogna stays right down on it. The little curveball, they just got the middle of the plate with it. It's down pretty good, but Brogna stayed with it. Hits the ball well.
Mark Lewis takes a low breaking ball. Lewis batting at .211. Ground ball up the middle. Howard fields near second and throws out Lewis. That'll retire the Phils, but the Phillies get a run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. After 1/2, Phils 1, Cardinals coming to bat.
Independence Blue Cross and Tasty Cake are 2 time-honored Philadelphia traditions. The folks here at Tasty Cake have joined a long list of local companies that have gone all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
It's back to providing our folks with a level of comfort that if anything happens to their family, they're going to be covered, and we believe Independence Blue Cross does that.
Go all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
493 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every day. Every 12 minutes, a woman dies from it. It's the leading killer of women ages 35 to 54. All women are at risk. If detected early, 95% will survive. During the Great American Ford Sales Event, a donation will be made for every vehicle sold to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Join the Race for the Cure, May 10th, 1998. You race, everybody wins.
Nothing. Phil's bottom of the first. Tony La Russa's lineup for the Cardinals. David Howard shortstop. Delano DeShields second base. Mark McGuire first base. Ray Langford center field. Brian Jordan right field. John Mabry left field. Gary Gaetti the third baseman. Tom Lampkin catching. Cliff Politte is the pitcher. Defensively, the Phils have Scott Rowland. Alex Arias playing short tonight. Mark Lewis at second. Rico Brogna at first. Mark Parent catching. The outfield from left to right. Greg Jeffries, Doug Glanville, and Bobby Abreu. Garrett Stephenson, the 26-year-old right-hander, doing the pitching for the Phils. David Howard, a switch hitter, takes a called strike. Howard came over from Kansas City. He was a 32nd round draft pick from Kansas City in the '86 draft. Spent his whole career in the American League. What's that one to Brogna? Brogna to Stephenson covering, 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
Good start for Garrett. Struggled a little bit. First outing of the season, his first start. Gave up 7 runs in 4 2/3 innings, but his last start he threw the ball much better in the 3-2 loss to Atlanta and Tommy Glavine. But he's had some great success against his Cardinal club last year. First start that he had in the big leagues. Career high 12 strikeouts, 1-0 against them, and 15 innings only give up 3 runs.
Here's one of the hitters in the Cardinal lineup that did hurt Garrett last year. 3 for 7, including a triple and a home run for DeShields off him. Shields is hitting at .313. Messing with the curveball. 2 balls and a strike to DeShields. The Irwin family from Audubon, Pennsylvania here cheering for the Phils. Ralph, Mary Ellen, and Cliff. High towering fly to center. Should be a can of corn for Glanville. 2 down here in the first inning, and that will bring on Mark McGuire. McGuire, as he always does, put on another great display in batting practice. 4 straight balls out, 8 swings, 5 home runs.
They're not just scraping that wall either. I mean, they are crushed.
Messing with a curveball. 1 ball and no strikes to McGuire. Cardinals as a team are hitting .298. That's second in the league behind only Colorado. Some of the best teams ever power hitters.
This is one thing with Mark McGuire, though, that makes him so good. I mean, he does have some strikeouts. Leads their club with 16, but he's also got 16 walks.
3 balls and a strike to McGuire. One of his home runs hit right here at Busch Stadium. McGuire is aboard with a 2-out walk, and it will bring up Ray Langford. Langford is the 5th leading hitter in the league, hitting at .388. He wore the Phillies out last year at .462 against Phil's pitching last year. Our son, McGuire's son, is serving as the Cardinal bat boy. He was the bat boy in McGuire's 3-homer game.
Said that was one of the things that excited him more than anything, seeing his son over there.
1 strike to Langford.
That's what makes this St. Louis offense so tough. Behind McGuire, you got Langford hitting .388, 5th in the National League, and a healthy Brian Jordan behind him.
Very high with a curveball. 1 ball and 1 strike. McGuire's son, Matthew, the bat boy tonight for St. Louis. Ripped into right field. Over to cut it off is Abreu. McGuire will hold on at third base. A double for Ray Langford, and the Cardinals have runners at second and third.
Well, Langford's had some success against these Phillies. He gets a fastball up there a little bit. He wants it down and away and gets it up over the middle of the plate. Langford puts a good swing on it. Abreu picked it up. Looked like he was going to start to go to second, but McGuire running all the way. Thought he'd better get into the infield, hit the cutoff man, make sure McGuire doesn't go any farther.
Curveball hit on the ground to Scott Rowland. He backs up on it, just gets Jordan, who can run, and that'll retire the side. For the Redbirds, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left at the end of 1 inning of play.
Mowers. Get the quality you expect for a price you wouldn't. Check out Snapper's new 5-horsepower push mower for under $300. Or be kind to your lawn and yourself with our self-propelled 6-horsepower mower for under $400. These durable mowers have powerful engines and broad 21-inch mowing deck. So hurry to your local Snapper dealer now to get the best for less.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
With its well-appointed interior, an 190 horsepower V6 engine, Nissan Maxima is the performance sedan. For the most challenging race of all, the rat race. Lease a Nissan Maxima GXE for $299 a month for 39 months with an initial payment of $14.99.
Hey, Phillies fans, enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest for your chance to win a brand new Snapper lawnmower. Just mail us a 3x5 postcard. If your name's chosen and the Phillies mow 'em down 1, 2, 3 that inning, you win. Enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest today.
Evidently running out that ground ball, Brian Jordan might have pulled a muscle because he has left the ball game down. Willie McGee, the veteran, has come into play right field for St. Louis. Trying to get a report on Brian Jordan, but he was legging to try to get an infield single. Well, Jordan moves to center. Langford is hurt. Brian Jordan's okay. It's Ray Langford who left the ball game for some reason. We'll try to get a report on him. There's Jordan.
I didn't see anything with Langford running.
No, it was like a double. McGuire was in front of him, so we're going to try to extend. I don't know.
It's surprising, too, if there was a lot of times it'd be a hamstring, you think, or something like that. But if that was the case, if he was second base, you think he'd let him know right then. That's what it was.
Bobby Abreu leading off for the Phils, hitting at .340.
Abreu, breaking ball inside. Pretty good pitch right there.
Brings on Mark Parent. Parent is 2 for 7 so far this season. Phils lead 1-0 here in the second inning. This one out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Parent. Mike Grace goes tomorrow for the Phillies against Manny Ibar and Beach and Kent Merker on Sunday. Back home at Veterans Stadium Tuesday night against Cincinnati. Kurt Schilling will be pitching that game against Cincinnati Tuesday night at the Vet. Parent goes down swinging, 3rd strikeout for Politte. And we'll bring up Alex Arias.
Yeah, he's making some good 2-strike pitches. A fastball, outside corner.
One of nothing to Arias. Ozzie Relaford being given a rest tonight. Alex Arias in there at shortstop. Bounces the ball to McGuire. McGuire to Politte covering. An easy 1-2-3 inning for the rookie right-hander. Runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Phils.
Craftsman has come up with another smart solution that simplifies projects and saves you time. The Craftsman Speedlock Drill and Driver System. This patent...
very many words.
He was just having a word there with Johnny O'Hara. Here comes Ricky. Let's see if they have a chat.
Oh, man, it's a decoy. We got to
start. Go out there and ride your own race. Race track like any other race. Have fun and come out champion.
Have fun and come out a champion for the young man from Florida, Ricky Carmichael. It's possible for him to break
warships with satellite communication.
Crafts. And because it's from Sears, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back.
Call now to order your 16-piece Speedlock system for only $19.99 plus shipping and handling. You'll receive the quick connector, screw guide, 7 Speedlock drill bits, 7 screwdriver bits, and a convenient storage case. Use your Sears card or other credit card and call 1-800-339-0770. Call right now.
the new look?
You should see the new interior.
New look and a new interior? $8, huh?
No way. I leased it for $339 a month for 36 months with a $339 initial payment.
$339 a month? It's got that driver control system that can handle anything.
You should get one.
Huh? I think you're right. For a change.
Lease for $339 a month, or buy and get 1.9 financing or $1,000 cash back. Shop Chevy now.
It's the first Mellon PSFS Business Person Special of the year. Wednesday, May 6th at 1:05. The Rockies come in and all kinds of people who enjoy midweek, midday fun of the Sun baseball come out. To order tickets by phone, call 463-1000.
The copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phillies. Bottom of the second. Moving off for the St. Louis Cardinals with the Phillies on top 1-0 will be Westchester University's John Mabry. Mabry batting at .280. One strike to Mabry. One and one. Him up into shallow center areas way out there, makes the catch, and Glanville was coming hard and a long ways, but Alex Arias makes the play for out number one.
Number 8, third baseman, Garrett.
Glanville comes hard in on this ball. He's got a slide to stop. If he keeps going, he's afraid he's knocked Arias into his back. Take a chance of jarring the ball. Did a good job. See that a lot of times guys will slide just to avoid hitting a teammate trying to make the catch.
There's Gary Gaetti. Gaetti has been around a long time, 39 years young. This is his 17th year in Major League Baseball. Still productive, hit 17 homers last year with 69 RBIs.
Pretty good career numbers. He's one of only 6 active players with over 300 home runs and 2,000 hits. Pretty consistent throughout his career.
Stevenson's falling behind him 3-0. He's taking a look down at Rene Latchman to see if he has a green light here. 3-0. Might it, but it was high, and he walked him on 4 pitches. Second walk given up by Stephenson. Phillies fans, now's your chance to show us how much you know about baseball. Get online with FanLand, the Phillies website at Phillies.com. Click on the Stump the Experts icon or go to the Fan Zone area and give us your toughest question. We'll tackle it later on in the broadcast. Tom Lampkin has been swinging the bat. He's hitting at .292. 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. He's not really known as a power hitter. Last year, his 7 homers represented the career best for him.
He's getting a chance to catch every day now. Pagnozzi's been hurt, sore shoulder, and
he's on the disabled list.
Said he's having more fun this year than he's ever had since high school or college ball.
One of Lampkin's home runs last year came off Garrett Stephenson. Stephenson has missed now with 6 straight pitches. 2 balls and no strikes to Lampkin.
Here, just like Tyler yesterday, it's time to go to another pitch, I think.
Over 2-1 to Tom Lampkin. Gaetti at first with 1 out here in the second. Phil's lead 1-0. Well, out in front of an off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's one thing. Garrett has a great changeup. It's good arm action. Lampkin way out in front of it.
Full count now to Lampkin. Politte, pitcher is on deck. Fly ball into right field. Bobby Abreu is out there waiting. Lampkin's out, 2 down. That'll bring on Politte, the pitcher.
Pitcher Cliff Politte.
Politte is 0 for 6, and he has struck out 4 times. Ball and no strikes to Politte. Those lead 1-0. We are in the second. Bouncing ball to second base. Lewis to first to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left after 2. 1-0 Phillies.
Evening, everyone. Well, thanks to MCI, our customers can place orders and check on shipments through the internet 24 hours a day. So the office is always working, even when all of you aren't. In fact, I suspect the only person here now is Mona. Here's something to get you through your night.
Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mist.
Dodge Dakota owners are celebrating. A recent J.D. Power & Associates study ranked Dakota most appealing compact pickup. But we believe this lease is pretty appealing too. How do you add lots more muscle without breaking a sweat? Buy a Dodge Dakota and get a Magnum V6 at no extra charge. So come bulk up at the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
When you play Cash 5 from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can win all the cash all at once. More than $100,000. Okay, if that isn't exciting enough, how about all the winners all at once? Over 1,000 people have won Cash 5 to date. On average, 4 more people will win this week alone. Play Cash 5, and you can experience the excitement of winning all the cash all at once.
Sunday, May 3rd, 6,000 runners will gather for the 10-mile Blue Cross Broad Street Run, benefiting the American Cancer Society. Join the run or come for the fun. Call 215-563-6184 for details.
Bills lead 1-0 as we move to the 3rd inning. Garrett Stephenson will lead it off for the Phillies. Bills got their run in the first on a RBI double by Rico Bronya, following a double by Doug Langdon. Garrett Stephenson 0 for 3 this year, lifetime an 086 hitter. Pitches high and out of the strike zone by Politte. Two and one.
Yeah, sometimes that can be the toughest thing to do, pitching to a pitcher, especially if you get behind. You think, just throw a strike, throw the ball over the plate, and start pitching differently, thinking differently out there.
There's looked at 5 pitches. The count is now full, 3-2. It's in play up the middle, base hit, center field. So Garrett Stephenson leads off the third with a single up the middle.
Center fielder, Joe Landon.
Bills are back home on Tuesday night against Cincinnati. Barry Larkin and company will be in. Kurt Schilling will pitch on Tuesday. Reds in again on Wednesday and Thursday, all of them at 7:05. And Mark McGuire and these Cardinals will come to town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday's game at 7:05. Sunday, 1:35. That'll be Tasty Cake Fanatics' birthday party with a great giveaway item for all youngsters 14 and under. And Kurt Schilling will be pitching that game as well on Sunday, April 26th. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000, or you can order online 24 hours a day at Phillies.com. Doug Glanville doubled and scored the Phillies run his first time up. Politte now is having a little control problems.
Tell you want to see that home run power displayed. Come out and watch McGuire batting practice when St. Louis comes into town. It is something to watch.
He puts on a great show in BP. Quite a few fans here in St. Louis were here early to see him take batting practice. 2-1 the count to Glanville.
A lot of times you see people down by the dugouts trying to get autographs before the game. When St. Louis in town, they're out in left field. They know they're going to get a bunch of balls out there with McGuire in.
Breaking ball, 2-2 to Glanville. April 17th, 1998, LA. Any shallow thought for today?
Yeah, that would be why doesn't glue stick to the bottle? I would think it wouldn't come out. If it's glue, it should be sticking to the inside. I don't know why it doesn't.
Full count now to Glanville. Garrett Stephenson goes, and it's lined to center. Stephenson didn't pick it up. This is going to be a double play. He's got no chance to get back. Stevenson was running. He did not pick up the ball. It was going to be caught easily by Jordan, and he never picked up the ball, so it's an easy 8-3 double play.
Terry Francona not happy about that. That's just a mental mistake, and that's something that this club, with the offense the way it is, they can't afford to make those kind of mistakes, even if it's a pitcher. And you know that as Jordan makes the catch and throws back to first, even if they threw that ball away and Garrett was to get back, he didn't retouch second base after he went around it anyway. Time you go past the bag on a fly ball that's caught, you have to, if he runs past second base, steps on the bag, he has to retouch it going back to first, which he didn't do anyway.
So 2 outs and no base runners, and Jeffries takes a strike. He grounded out his first time up.
There's just, I mean, the scoreboard's there. You got Brad Mills, who you know at first base, is telling him how many outs. He knows how many outs there are. It's just a mental lapse.
All out of play, 1-2 the count. Garrett Stephenson, as he made a mistake, he'll try to make up for that on the mound. High fly ball center field. Jordan there. And that'll retire the Phils in the third. No runs, a hit, no errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Phillies.
needs a little work. We've never really had that big of a house before, so there's going to be a lot going on my Discover card. Fireplace? I love just the idea of surrounding myself with all my friends and family and that people can just drop by. Pool table. Discover card cashback bonus award. It's like a gift that you can do whatever you want with and not even feel guilty. Come find my house.
It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
You've been watching that man for a lot of years. He is some kind of player. Save! A great play by Scott Rowland. Tremendous home run by Scott Rowland.
Oh, the Scott Rowland show tonight.
What a great play by Scott Rowland. Had to see him to believe it. With his save.
Gone! A home run by...
There's no doubt about it. Americans like to win. We strive to be first. Always. And in everything. So it only makes sense that more of us want to drive the best. Toyota Camry. America's #1 selling car.
This portion of Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you that fresh beer tastes better. And now introducing new Born on Dating. It's the day your Bud was born. Is your beer fresh? By Nextel. You've never used a phone like this before. And by Toyota. Every day belongs to you. Make it count. Toyota, every day. David Howard will lead it off. Howard grounded out his first time up. Oh, 2 to Howard. He made a home run yesterday. Cardinals have hit 20 home runs. They're tied for the league lead in homers with Atlanta. Major league lead, head and shoulders, belongs to Seattle. They've hit 28 home runs already.
Wow. The bullpen's probably giving up close to that, too.
A ball and 2 strikes to David Howard. One and 2. Slicing fly ball to left. Jeffries, a long run, but it goes into the crowd as it slices out of play. Still 1 and 2 to Howard. Garrett Stephenson from Kimberly, Idaho. Came over to the Phils from Baltimore in the Pete Incaviglia Todd Zeal deal along with Calvin Maduro. Poked into center field. That's going to fall for a hit for Howard. Well, David Howard is the leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, he got another changeup after seeing the changeup the last pitch before it that he fouled off. Stayed back a little better, and that's what you got to do. See a guy that uses off-speed stuff a lot like Garrett does.
Brings up Delano to Shields. He flied out to center his first time up. Line to deep right field. Abreu won't get it. One hop and over the fence. It'll be a ground rule double. And the Cardinals have runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out here in the 3rd inning.
He gets his fastball up out over the plate. That's one thing Garrett does. He does pitch up some, and he's effective with it when it's in off the plate. They get that ball up like that over the plate. Good pitch to hit.
Well, here's Mark McGuire, and first base is open. Willie McGee is due up next.
That's one thing. You want to pitch McGuire in, not at his head, but you want to pitch him inside. He loves to get those arms extended. Send fastballs down over the middle of the plate. Even when they're down, though, he loves to lift and separate.
Both McGuire and Chipper Jones of Atlanta off to a great start. 7 homers. American League being led by the 2 Mariners. David Segui and Ken Griffey Jr. with 6 home runs. 2 balls and no strikes to McGuire. Oh, so this is almost like a pitcher. The fans don't like it. I see McGuire swing the bat.
He's behind an account 3-1. He just don't want to give him anything to hit. Got the base open. This guy's proven he can hit the ball out anywhere, anytime.
Walking. Third walk given up by Stephenson. 2 up to the big man, Mark McGuire, and that'll bring up Willie McGee. McGee came in when Ray Langford had to leave the ball game. Willie's always been a favorite here in St. Louis.
Started a new company, too. He was promoting it earlier this week. Willie McGee's chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, try one of those.
Willie hitting a .382, switch hitter batting 5 for 7 right-handed, .296 left-handed. The ball is high, 1-0. Bills lead 1-0, but the Cardinals have the bases loaded and nobody out here in the 3rd. Mark Parham will go out and try to settle down Garrett Stephenson here.
That's one thing. A catcher can be so helpful. I mean, the pitcher can only make 1 trip to the mound. The pitching coach can only go out there once in an inning. A lot of times you need that catcher back there to go out there and just settle him down and get his head back on straight, get him back focused on what he wants to do with the hitter.
Change-up.
Willie McGee's very susceptible to off-speed stuff. Get ahead of him, you can bounce pitches. He's a free swinger. He'll chase a lot of pitches, but you got to get ahead of him.
Third ball, and he dribbles it. That's trouble. Oh, they just got him on a close play, and Garrett Stephenson got spiked. Oh, wow. Garrett Stephenson has been spiked on that little dribbler. It was not an easy play for either Bronya or Stephenson, and Stephenson is injured. Run scores. We're tied at 1-1.
It's usually don't play like that. The pitcher, when he's going over to first, generally has time to look at the bag and get in line with it, but it's a tough play here. The only thing Rico could do, and we got him, looks like got him right on the back of that heel. Rico, a good play. I mean, a good job. He looked at second base, but he couldn't do anything, and Garrett had to catch the ball and hit the bag at the same time. You see McGee's spike comes down, looked like right back on his Achilles tendon or back of his heel there. Willie McGee looking back at him, and Willie McGee definitely would not do something like that on purpose. He's a great guy.
So Garrett Stephenson.
Probably take a few warm-up pitches and make sure it's okay.
Everybody moves up on the little ground ball. Run scores, and we're tied at 1.
It makes kind of a high throw. I mean, it's a tough play, and everybody did a good job. But you see right there, comes right back of his heel, I guess.
Garrett's going to try a couple of pitches, but he's limping noticeably. No, he's done.
You don't want to take any chances. If you got something wrong down there, you start doing things different, your delivery, and you end up with a bad arm. Right. I'm sure that's what Francona's saying.
It's his push-off leg, and I don't think he'll be able to continue. He's limping badly. So, a tough break for the Phils. Another starting pitcher gone down. Well, Galen Cisco, first he saw his number 2 man. Mark Portugal go down. Portugal should be back in about 4 weeks, and now Garrett Stephenson is going to have to leave the game here in the 3rd. Whoever they bring in from the bullpen will get as long as they deem necessary to warm up. And Garrett has to leave the game with an injury.
Like Francona just said, Whiteside. Try and see the back of Garrett's leg. If you can see where he got it, it was up on his pants. The spike came down on the up high, or if it was on the. Looks like it might be tore there, is it? His pants, back of his pant leg, maybe.
Yeah, he'll go into the training room. Mark Anderson and Jeff Cooper will take a look at it. Coming in from the Phillies bullpen is Matt Whiteside. So he will get as long as he deems necessary to warm up. Stephenson limping back to the trainer's room. Matt Whiteside, the 30-year-old the Phillies picked up when Texas released him this spring, will come on to pitch. Have a pitching change for the Phils. We're in the 3rd, tied at 1, back after these messages.
Run the numbers on Dodge Stratus. A double wishbone race-inspired suspension, plus more standard features than Accord, Altima, and 626. Subtract $1,500 cash back, hit total, and Stratus starts under $13,900. Considerably less than what you'd pay for these. Or instead of cash back, select low 1.9 financing, and look what you can save over 60 months. Gee, you'll love this new man. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Well, here's the play. Willie McGee, the batter, and dribbled that ball in the infield. Now, Bronya looked at second, but didn't have a play there. Barely had a play with the Politte McGee at first base. Garrett Stephenson covering, and McGee steps on him, spikes him, and Garrett Stephenson has to leave.
That's one of those things they teach you in spring training and the drills right from the get-go. When you go in to cover first, try and hit the inside part of the bag. You get in the middle of the bag like Garrett did. That's what happens. It's a tough play, though. Unfortunate it happened.
Matt Whiteside, who's pitched well so far for the Phils. This will be his 4th game. 0-0 with an 0.0 ERA, 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, no runs. Struck out 4, and he hadn't walked anybody.
He's got a good arm. He's got a little movement on his fastball. Got a good tight slider. You see him grabbing that ball there. Almost looks like a palm ball, a changeup he's been working on. He said he's thrown it in the past, but because he didn't get that much work this spring. It's, you know, it's his third best pitch, so you don't spend as much time, you don't get as much time to work on it. You want to make sure you got your first two pitches down, and so he's been working with Galen Cisco in the bullpen on that changeup.
Opponents are hitting just .227 against Whiteside. Some Phillies fans here at Busch Stadium. 1-1 ball game. We're in the bottom half of the third inning. And Whiteside, bullpen pitcher coming on. Earlier, our colleague Chris Wheeler asked Terry Francona about the tough start in this road trip. 2 losses to Florida, and about the young pitchers stepping up here in St. Louis.
Yeah, it is. And I think it proved to us that we can't throw our gloves out there. We're a team. We have to pay attention to detail. But when we do pay attention to detail, we can compete with anybody in this league. We proved that also. So maybe that's a good thing.
Young pitching going for you this weekend. A good test for them to step up a little bit.
Yeah, and we need them to. You know, when we rely on Schill so much, Schill's not going to pitch on the rest of this road trip. We got 3 young arms going against a pretty good St. Louis ball club. We need him to step up and give us a chance to win this series.
Brian Jordan chases a slider, 1 strike to him, and of course one of the young pitchers now is down as the Phillies continue to be plagued with injury problems with their starting rotation. Jordan grounded out his first time up. Chased another slider.
Whiteside, he's got a real tight slider. I mean, he throws it hard. It looks like I've seen it in the past where it's a little flatter. This one he's getting some good bite downwards on it, which is very good.
Might as well keep throwing it.
Yep.
Jordan's going to keep chasing it. He did. This one Jordan laid off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. St. Louis runners are at second and third with a run across and 1 out here in the third inning. Little dribbler. This will get a run home. Jordan is retired, but coming in to score a go-ahead run is the Shields. So 2 little dribbling ground balls do the damage in this inning as St. Louis has taken the lead. Moving up to third base is McGuire. And we'll bring up John Mabry. Couldn't have rolled those 2 balls out there better than that.
No, that's make the pitch, and didn't matter what happened. No way he's going to get anybody anywhere but at first base.
Slider for a strike to Mabry. He popped up his first time up. And 2 strikes to John Mabry.
It'll be a very effective pitch for Matt Whiteside if you can use that, get the feel for it. We talked about on the plane coming over here. You know, you can throw it all you want in the bullpen, but you have to use it in the game to get confidence in it.
Down and in, 1-2 the count to Mabry. Two and 2. St. Louis has scored 2 here in the third. They lead at 2-1. Pulls a foul down the first base side. And holds it 2-2. Just flicks a foul, spoiling a good pitch down the left field side. Still 2-2. Dodgers all over the Cubs today at Wrigley, 11-3. Mike Piazza, Todd Hollandsworth, and Todd Zeile all hit home runs for Los Angeles. Full count. Gary Garrett due up next. Newbury walks.
I don't think he was necessarily trying to walk him or pitch around him, but he just didn't want to give him anything to hit with the right-hander on deck, even though Garrett is a proven hitter and been consistent throughout his career. But that left-hander up there doesn't really hurt anything if you walk him. He's got confidence, and he's confident in his stuff that they can get this right-hander out.
Gary Garrett walked his first time up. Check on a slider, and evidently did. 1 ball and no strikes. High ground shot, but fielded by Bronya, and I will retire the side. St. Louis gets 2 in the inning, 2 hits. No Philly errors, 2 men left. Chris Wheeler joins Larry Anderson in the 4th after 3-2-1 Cardinals.
The new Dodge Durango is like no sport utility you've ever seen. Say, for instance, you live in a neighborhood with a rhino problem. In a Durango, you could outrun him with the most powerful engine offered in the class. Or you could move him with its best-in-class towing capacity. Or, if push really came to shove, Durango's superior horn would prevail. Durango, new ground for the new Dodge.
Snapper's grade more for 44 deal. Buy any new Snapper walk-behind mower and get any one of these handy Snapper accessories for only 44 bucks. And get more from your Snapper mower. More efficient grass collection with the Snapper bagging system. More effective thatch removal with the Snapper Thatcherizer. Or more leaf relief with the Snapperizer Leaf Shredder. Get more for 44 at your Snapper dealer today.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
With Bell Atlantic Mobile, you can make important calls from just about everywhere, like the I'm stuck at the airport call or the I'll be late for dinner call. That's because everything we do is for one reason. That moment when you make the I wish I could tuck you in call.
Will you be home for your morning hug?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Your call goes through. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Travel provided by U.S. Airways. U.S. Airways offers daily nonstop service between Philadelphia and Frankfurt, Germany.
Hey, the Fanatics' birthday's coming along Sunday, April the 26th, when the Phils play these St. Louis Cardinals and Mark McGwire. All fans 14 and under receive a baby Fanatic beanbag. We understand this is one terrific item, and its compliments of Tasty Cake. So make your plans early. Plenty of good tickets to choose from. Call 463-1000. You can order 24 hours a day via the internet at Phillies.com. And as of right now, that should be a curtain-chilling start for the Phillies at Veterans Stadium. And, of course, the great Mark McGwire will be in town. There's Charles Atlas.
Well, he is some kind of strong.
And tonight he has just stood there and said, well, you want to walk me? Go ahead. I'll walk. I lead the league in walks. And breaks his bat, beats it foul third base side.
So Scott Rowland will go back for some new lumber.
He gets his fastball running, and that's one thing, Scotty. Last time up, the fastball in a little bit. And here, the ball just kind of runs in on him, and quite ready to pull the trigger on that fastball in there.
Asking Frank Politte there if I'm swinging at strikes. There's a fan with a baseball. Great baseball town here in St. Louis on a very cool evening. And Politte misses outside with a breaking ball. 24-year-older out of St. Louis. And a late swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rico Brogna will follow, and then Mark Lewis. Hits are even. Cardinals lead at 2-1. Back inside again. The strike 3 call in the inside corner. He's gone. 1 away.
They make him aware of that ball away, and the pitcher's been doing to Scott Rowland, running fastballs in there.
Yeah, they look like their game plan is to get him out inside a lot. Rico Brogna hit a breaking ball into the gap in left center, drove in a big 2-out run in the first inning. Brogna's 4th double of the year and a 10th run batted in to lead the team. Punching him in the alleys and a strike called. We ever get a report on what happened to Langford?
Never heard.
Ray Langford is out of the game, and Willie McGee now playing in center, or Jordan in center. As you see him shaded over towards left center, and McGee playing right field. Ray Langford, one of the hottest hitters in the league, doubled in his first at bat, then had a lead with a very popular Willie McGee. Pop up, it's playable. Back goes Delano to Shields. Here comes Jordan, and Brian Jordan, the new center fielder, will run him off. And there are 2 down.
He runs a fastball in here. This guy, I like the kids, the young kids that'll pitch inside. Really helps a lot, and he got that ball in on Rico.
54th round draft.
Yeah.
And a line drive base hit by Lewis. McGee's on it quickly. Lewis turns first, heads for second. He will have a 2-out double. So Mark Lewis with his first double of the year, and the Phillies' 3rd 2-bagger of the game. It's good to see him run like that too, because he's another guy who's been bothered with some hamstring problems.
He just gets this ball away. Looks his head right down on the bat when he hits. You see, a lot of times you watch hitters when they hit, their heads up, their eyes are up a little bit. He was right down, seeing that ball hit the bat.
So Bobby Abreu will bat. He was called out on strikes on a breaking ball his first time up. Phillies with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Now Tom Lampkin will take a trip to the mound, and they have a base open with Mark Perrin, a right-handed batter, on deck. So probably a little of that doesn't let this guy hurt us with 2 outs.
Yeah, base open. And Abreu swinging a bat pretty good. They have the advanced scouts that watch the games, a series before they come in to play a team, so they have all the reports on who's done what, and I'm sure they know that Bobby Abreu has been swinging the bat very well.
Leading the Phillies in hitting, and there's a good sign. They're starting with a breaking ball.
So he got crossed up there. Lampkin was just out to the mound, and sometimes it, you know, if he goes out there and he's talking about one thing about let's not give this guy anything to hit, they'll forget about the pitch sequence, the sign sequence, and what they want to do. You see his pitch totals, 58 pitches.
Has yet to walk a batter. It has a pretty high pitch total because he's run quite a few deep counts tonight. Ball, no strikes. And a strike call, 1-1. We understand from our producer John Slobodkin that Langford left the game with tightness in his left hamstring. As a precautionary measure, they took him out of the ballgame. Phillies hope that precaution lasts through Sunday.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because Langford kills him. Outside 2-1. He is nibbling Abreu with that base hit.
I'm sure that's what Lampkin had said to him when he went out there. Don't be throwing this guy anything over the middle of the plate.
Bobby Abreu with runners in scoring position. He has one out there in the personal Mark Lewis for 2 outs. Fouled that one back. So the count even now at 2-2 to Abreu. gotten the report yet on Garrett Stephenson. He appeared to either get spiked by Willie McGee or turn his ankle in the corner of the bag covering on that play. That's why he had to leave.
I think looking in the dugout from the back, looking at the back of his leg, it looked like his pant leg had a hole in it. Might have been a spike there.
Abreu fouls another one off. And the Phillies have to go to the bullpen early again tonight. Yesterday in the 4th inning, tonight in the 3rd. That could be a real drain on your pitching staff. Terry Francona there with his bench coach Chuck Cartier.
Well, it's a drain on the bullpen, and then it puts a lot more pressure on the guys pitching the next couple days too, or at least tomorrow.
Yeah, because you need some innings out there.
Yep.
Breaking ball, base hit, center field. Lewis waved around. He's going to score, and the game's tied as Politte really made a mistake there to Abreu, and Bobby made him pay for it.
Tom Lampkin threw his mask down. The catcher threw his mask down. It didn't slam it, but I mean, he just kind of tossed it aside. Looked like somewhat disgust as you've just gone out there and talked to the pitcher about it. That's one thing, you get a young pitcher, a rookie pitcher. Just gets his curveball out over the middle of the plate and up. Just a poor pitch in that situation.
Yeah, because it was very obvious as you see Mark Lewis scoring there, the tying run, that they were pitching around him, and he just made a mistake. That's one of those ones where you know, I'm sure a manager says, "Why don't I just walk him if I'm going to have a guy do that?"
Yeah, end up, I think a lot of times managers will second guess themselves.
Parent struck out his first time up. There is Tony La Russa, one of the best in the business. Does not look real pleased. No. Fouled back. La Russa has a real good offensive team here, leading the league in a lot of categories, or up among the league leaders. The only sore spot right now for them has been their bullpen. They're really not sure what they're doing out there.
They've struggled out there a bit.
But they think they're going to score a lot of runs. And they've had a few starters hurt. Matt Morris hurt. Alan Dennis. Donovan Osborne, who they just got back. So they think they're going to solidify their rotation before long. That's Donovan Osborne on the right. There goes Abreu. Breaking ball, throw to second, save for the stolen base. And that ball hit Delano DeShields, and he's hurt. I guess it hit him. It bounced.
I couldn't tell what happened there.
Stolen base number 1 for Abreu. Let's see if we can see what happened. No, it didn't bounce. He just missed it. He get his bare hand in there.
Might have. It looked like he tried to make the tag too quick. Oh, it just hit him. It just.
Yeah. He missed it and it hit him.
He just missed the ball.
And it hit him up in the shoulder or the collarbone area.
Tried to make the tag too quick.
Brad Henderson, the trainer out there. Brad Henderson did some work for us at Dream Week in a number of years. St. Louis Cardinals trainer, good guy.
I'll tell you what, though, if I get hit with a pitch, I don't want somebody rubbing it.
And that was a catcher's throw, and Lampkin made a strong throw. Tom Lampkin's throw winds up hitting DeShields either right on the point of that shoulder or in the collarbone area.
That's one of those things, you just try and make the tag too quick. And you see him, he'll try and put the tag on him before he's got the ball. You see, take his eyes off the ball right there at the last second.
You know, they use those little tiny gloves anyway, second baseman. And every once in a while, you'll see him miss a ball that way. The glove's so small. As you said, it was happened because he tried to put. Look how little that glove is.
Yeah. Tony Taylor has a glove that's not much bigger than your hand, and he has guys use that and work with it to just increase your hand-eye coordination and get the feeling catching the ball.
Well, the second baseman used the smallest glove of anybody. Joe Morgan used to use a glove that was amazingly small. So Delano DeShields trying to shake it off. Abreu has his first stolen base of the year, and the Phillies with another runner in scoring position. Count 2-1 on Parent, and he misses outside, does Politte, and it's 3-1. There is Abreu with good speed on at second. Had 7 stolen bases last year.
He was off and running in spring training. He ran quite a bit in the spring and hasn't been running that much early part of the season.
Parent, fly ball right field, long run. McGee down the line, and is foul. fan reached out there. Not a whole lot of room anymore down the lines here in St. Louis. You get one down into that corner, it's going to be fair most of the time.
This is the first time I've seen it here in a few years. I had never seen the grass here. It was always turf before, but it's a beautiful field. A new scoreboard out in center field.
And yeah, no stands didn't used to come out there, as you remember, Andy. The bullpens used to be down there.
Yeah, you had a lot more room down there.
There are those scoreboards that Larry mentioned. They did a great job here with the stadium. The Rams of the Cardinals, of course, moved out of here, the football Cardinals, a number of years ago, and they were able to do this because there's only one sport here now. Parent takes a 3-2 breaking ball and he misses.
Good job by Mark Parent taking that. That was a good breaking ball.
Alex Arias.
And they might be getting somebody up in the bullpen. They're carrying 12 pitchers, only with 5 extra men. They've already used one of them.
You see this slider here, and Parrott does a good job of laying off it. That's a close pitch. Definitely a ball, but I tell you, that's one of those 3-2. You're wondering, man, how do you not swing at that?
Arias, the batter, and Alex takes it over for a strike. Desi Relaford is all right. He has a little bit of tightness in a hamstring, and they decided to give him a night off on this cool evening in St. Louis. Arias starting his 4th game. As you see the base runners, Abreu and Parent.
Arias did a great job in the few games he filled in for Desi when Desi had first hurt that hamstring. Good guy to have on the club.
Did a great job. Yeah, hit well, fielded well. Now Politte seems a little out of whack in this inning. Phillies have scored a run off him with 2 outs.
I think probably he's still a little frustrated. He's still thinking about that bad pitch that they made to Abreu with the base open.
Breaking ball misses, 1-1. 2-5-0 for the Phils, 2-3-0 for the Cardinals in the 4th inning.
It's a big series for the Phils after the homestand they had and then going down to Florida and not playing well.
Arias, a little looper to right. It's a base hit. Abreu being waved around. McGee's throw is laid, I think. Yeah, laid as Abreu just scores. Lampkin takes a look at Frank Pulley. Anyway, it's 3-2 Phillies on an RBI hit by Alex Arias.
Yeah, Willie McGee has a strong arm. See the pitch here. Fastball, he just wanted it down and away, got it up in the middle of the plate in a little bit. And Arias actually just kind of fought it off, but Willie, a strong throw, gets it on one hop. Strong arm. Perfect throw.
Lampkin stuck that foot down there too and spun Abreu off. Now Matt Whiteside gets his first at bat. I don't know whether he had any at bats with Texas last year, but this will be his first National League at bat, and he had a little bit of a late swing there as he fouled it off right side.
Just a bit late.
That's when it'll get the Cardinals' attention in the first base dugout. He is choking up. Parent, by the way, went to 3rd on the play, and he swings at that one and hits a wicked foul right side. That's scary, boy, when a pitcher comes up who has a late swing like that. Look out on that first base side, and thankfully everybody's all right. There's another one.
That is his first career at bat. Do you think it shows?
I don't know if he could choke up enough to not hit that ball foul. He's going up a little more.
He's got a golf grip on that bat. Look at that top hand.
Look at it. Swing and a miss struck him out, and much to the relief of everybody on the first base side, Matt Whiteside's gone. Phillies have a good inning to pick up a couple of runs on 3 hits and take a 1-run lead.
Tom, where are you going? Yeah, we got a ball game here. Pardon me.
Pitcher got a rubber arm. It's has. Huh? Pitcher has a rubber arm.
If education is important to you, talk to your child's school about raising academic standards. Call 1-800-38-BE-SMART for a free booklet and be a big league parent.
your calendar for Aid to Live's Red Ribbon Ball Saturday, April 25th, and help support families infected and affected with AIDS. Call today to make a difference, 610-519-9600.
To make people happy one Ford at a time. Need affordable, reliable transportation? Ford Escort's the answer with financing as low as 1.9% or $1,000 cash back. Looking for comfort and safety in a minivan? Then look to the 5-star safety-rated Ford Windstar, also with 1.9 financing or $1,500 cash back. Solving the transportation needs of America during the Great American Ford Sales Event. But don't wait for us to come to you. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
This portion of Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by the Ford F-150 Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, another plus from your Quality Plus Ford dealers. And a young Cardinal fan taking in the ballgame tonight. Good crowd as usual here at Busch Stadium. That is Mark McGwire's son, Matthew. He was the bat boy here the other day when McGwire hit those 3 home runs in one game. Tom Lampkin hits it high in the air to right field. Back goes Abreu, and the game is tied. Lampkin with his 4th home run of the year, and just like that, it's 3-3.
They got a fastball. The hitters go up there. Looking first pitch fastball, middle in, something they can drive, and Matt Whiteside got that ball middle in. See Mark Parent sitting away. Actually gets that ball inside, middle in. Low ball hitter, a lot of left-handers, low ball hitters. Lampkin definitely is.
Boy, it used to be Death Valley out there to try and hit a home run in this ballpark too, but now 372 feet. Much more homer friendly in St. Louis. They at one time had alleys that went to 390 out there. That was when they had the running Redbirds and they didn't hit many homers.
That's why I was talking to Ricky Vitalico about it on the way over here, and he was saying the place is like a bandbox now.
Fouled out of play by Politte, the pitcher. We can see the difference in the dimensions of what those alleys used to be like. I mean, where that ball went right there wasn't even a warning track at one time. Making it official at 3-8-8. Swing and a miss by Politte, who goes down on strikes, 1 away. Season tickets, 1998 Phillies season tickets. Get in on the fun with any one of the many different season ticket packages. Great seats, 11 plans to choose from, starting as low as $130. So even though the season started, make that call and you can get Phillies season tickets. Great plans. Call the sales office at 463-5000 and talk about the many options for season tickets. Top of the order, David Howard, the shortstop, will bat. He blooped a single to center in the 3rd and scored a run. Matt Whiteside coming into the game in the 3rd inning when Garrett Stephenson was injured and had to leave. We still do not have a report on Stephenson. We'll pass it along as soon as we get it. Strike called by Frank Politte. Howard, a switch hitter, played a lot of years in the American League with Kansas City. High, 3-1.
That's one thing with this offense. What you don't want to do is walk people at the top of the order with guys they got coming up.
Fouled away, right? They lead the league, at least coming into the game. They were tied for first in long balls, now have 21. McGwire was 7 of them, and Lampkin 4, so two players have 11 homers.
They got second in the league in offense, an average at 298. They were first in runs scored with 101, second in hits, tied for first, as you said, with home runs, 3rd in walks. Man.
But you know, you could be dangerous. You obviously read the opposition's notes. But a lot of guys who worked in this business for a lot of years never read the notes.
I never did when I played. I don't know why I'm doing it now.
I was very impressed the way you rattled that off. That was excellent.
My reading is getting better.
Makes me feel I might be able to coast a little more. Strike 3 call. Whiteside with a good pitch got him. Consecutive strikeouts after the home run and 2 outs.
We got backdoor slider here, and it looks like a fastball. The hitters give up on. Looks like it's going to be outside, and then it just breaks right back to the corner. Great pitch. We talked about that on the plane about it. First pitch strike. I'm sorry. First pitch strike to a left-hander. You can throw a slider outside part of the plate and let it even break over the middle. Get 2 strikes. You want to be on the black or off the plate. Perfect right there with it.
He pitched him in and out pretty well in that sequence too. Delino DeShields, just saw him talking to Mark Parent about that ball that hit him on the shoulder. It was his right shoulder. The throw from the catcher Lampkin. Delino runs out the bunt, takes it, 2-0. Delino had a heck of a year last year. It's a guy that people were wondering whether his career might be over, or at least on the decline to the point where he never came back to where he was, and he was outstanding last year. Led the major leagues in triples with 14 of them. He just did not play well in Los Angeles for whatever reason. Traded for Pedro Martinez. A lot of tools. 3-1.
Delino's been on base safe 18 times in the last 9 games.
There's another breaking ball. He catches the outside corner behind in the count, and now it's 3-2.
If you can throw your breaking ball behind in the count, you can have a lot of success. If you can throw it consistently where you want when you're behind in the count. Hitters are sitting on fastballs.
And he came fastball in and didn't get it in. And a base hit to right field. Bobby Abreu gets it back in. Delino DeShields with a 2-out single. Time now for our Discover Playback Payback. Talked about that 3 home run game for this guy here the other night in St. Louis. Here it is.
See you later.
There's number 1.
Watch where these pitches are.
That's well
Middle of the plate.
down the line and left, and gone. Into center field. It's a 3-home run night for Big
The other thing you notice, they were all down.
Yeah.
Those pitches.
Low
He is
ball
a low ball hitter. Phillies have tried to pitch him up. There goes DeShields with a running jump. Parent's throw is late, and a stolen base for Delino, his 5th of the year.
I think part of that is just Matt Whiteside thinking, well, with McGuire up there, they're not going to send him. They're not going to take a chance on letting him get the second or take a chance on getting him thrown out. Mark Parent comes up, a good throw, got rid of it quick, but DeShields got that stolen base off of Whiteside. I really had no chance, Mark Parent didn't, to throw him out.
McGuire has walked twice tonight. Now these guys have faced each other. Strike called with a fastball.
That's a pitch right there. For whatever reason, McGuire just maybe thinking they weren't going to throw him anything to hit. That's the type of pitch right there that McGuire will hit out.
He loves the ball down.
See his practice swing, waving that bat down low. That's where he wants it.
Check swing on a high pitch. They tried to pitch him up tonight, and he's been taking everything and taking the walks.
And that's one thing. That's one thing that's really made him so effective. He's not up there with a wild swinger. See if check the swing there. The ball's up and in, running in on him a little bit. He knows it. All right, got to get that bat out of the way.
3-3 ball game here in the 4th inning. DeShields at second with 2 outs and a 1-ball, 2-strike count on McGuire. Outside 2-2. Willie McGee on deck. McGee coming into the game when Langford had to leave after doubling in the 1st inning with tightness in the hamstring area. There is 39-year-old Willie McGee, 2-time batting champion and an MVP.
McGuire's given the ground crew some of the credit for his success here. He loves that batter's box down there.
Breaking ball high in the air to left field. It's gonna go. Mark McGuire's done it again. His 8th home run of the year, a 2-run homer off a slider, and it's 5-3. It almost looked like he pulled off that one. There's his son waiting.
Well, you see the ball is middle of the plate. It's starting kind of at him. He pulls off. That's the thing. You're throwing him in. You're throwing him in. You make him aware of the inside pitch. Now you throw a breaking ball. It almost starts inside, and he did pull off a little bit, but you know, breaks down the middle of the plate, and he gets those arms extended. You see it right here.
Look, he bailed on that.
Huh?
He bails on
that. Yeah.
Watch him bail.
Yep.
And he still killed it. That's scary.
Well, he gets those arms extended. When he hits it, those arms are extended. Talked about it before the game. Gets those arms. That's why you try and pitch him in where he can't get those arms out.
Son even gets high fives. Willie McGee got an RBI and an infield out, so 3 runs in the inning on 2 homers. Phillies had taken a 1-run lead. The Cardinals come back and lead by 2 again. 5-3.
Matt Whiteside gets that slider, starts it at the corner and breaks it off the plate. A good chance McGuire would swing at it, wouldn't be able to handle it.
Well, great home runners. It makes me think of Mike Schmidt. All those years you see Mike Schmidt's behind, head for the dugout, but his hands would stay out, and he had that great extension you just talked about, and he'd hit home runs, even though you looked like he pulled off the ball. He fouls it away. These swings that you see Michael get that looked like he had no chance he could reach it. Next thing you know, he was in the seats.
McGuire was saying, he said he loved hitting in that batter's box. He said he'd dig in solidly with the back foot. Doesn't give.
Well, he strikes out the side, does Matt Whiteside, but major damage. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 long balls, including McGuire's 8th of the year. All of them here in St. Louis. Cardinals lead by 2.
Here's a look at this week's Mellon PSFS Financial Scoreboard, featuring our special 9-month no-penalty CD.
The critics have made their choices, and Buick drove away with an impressive array of awards for quality and value. Now, during Buick's Spring Celebration, choose one of 3 ways to make driving a new Buick even easier. 1.9% APR GMAC financing, terrific GMAC leases, or cash back on selected models. The choice is yours. Hurry in and join the celebration.
Buick Spring Celebration at your nearest Buick dealer now.
With Bell Atlantic Mobile, you can make important calls from just about everywhere, like the I'm stuck at the airport call or the I'll be late for dinner call. That's because everything we do is for one reason. That moment when you make the I wish I could tuck you in call.
Will you be home for your morning hug?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Your call goes through. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
There goes Cruz, ground ball, nice grab by. Heading for third, throw there, he's saved.
Byron on his horse, diving catch, wow. Oh! Wow. Diving grab, throw to Schill. Got him.
Save at home plate. Tag and try to score. Out at home plate.
Phillies Baseball Academy joined the Phillies at summer camp, boys and girls 7 through 14. 12 great locations all over the area. Call 225-0400. That's 225-0400, area code 610 for Phillies baseball camp. So the Phillies, who have had 2 leads in this game, have to start all over again with the top of the order. Doug Glanville pops one foul out of play. He doubled off the glove of John Mabry in left field his first time up and scored, and then flied into a double play his last time up, and Stephenson was running on the play, did not pick up the ball, and was doubled at first. Fly ball right field, long run McGee, and he can't get it. Off Willie McGee's glove and into the corner. Glanville's going to go to third, and they overthrow the cutoff man. So it's a triple for Doug Glanville, as Willie McGee just couldn't quite get to that one, and Glanville with his first triple of the year.
It's tough going over in that corner like we talked about earlier. There's no room over there. Once you get to that foul line, see his swing, he just gets the ball up. He loves that ball up. Actually kind of fights it off to run in on Willie. Just close to that fence. It's so hard. You don't want to dive over there. You don't know what's going to happen. That close to the wall, you're not looking at it, but you're aware that you're close.
The Phillies with a chance to get one back right away, as the Cardinals have the infield back, with the exception of Garrett, the third baseman, and Jeffries dribbles one to short. Glanville scores on the play. Jeffries will pick up a run batted in, his 8th of the year, and it's 5-4. did receive a report on Garrett Stephenson. You want to give it?
A laceration and contusion of the right ankle. X-rays were negative, which is good.
Yeah, real good news that he didn't seriously injure the ankle, so we'll see what happens.
Must have been with the spike then, the back of that ankle.
Willie McGee's the guy who spiked him on the play at first base. Is Rowland, who struck out twice tonight, fouls it back. There is McGee, who came into the game after Langford had a hamstring problem.
He tried one of his cookies yet?
Oh, I heard he has cookies. High in the air to center field, but room for Brian Jordan. And the center fielder there makes the play 2 down. They got him around here?
He just started it. He was promoting it and selling them the other day, I guess. Willie McGee's chocolate chip cookies.
Let me put it this way. If they bring him up here, we'll try them.
Yeah. Need to talk to him tomorrow and see about that.
Work on that.
Yeah.
Bronya, the batter, doubled in a run his first time up. And he's also flied to center. 5-4 Cardinals. We are in the 5th inning. As this one goes back and forth.
Well, it's important for the bullpen to shut them down and keep, the ball club keep chipping away. And they've shown a lot of character. I mean, they had a tough series there in Florida, the 2 games there. Look at the bullpen. Calico, Leiters, Bradley, Gomes, Winston.
Fouled out of play there by Rico Bronya. The count 2-1. Rip. Foul down the right field line and just foul. Bronya almost had another double. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the Phillies with a run in here in the 5th inning, trail 5-4. Another breaking ball misses. 3-2. On deck, batter is Mark Lewis. Should Bronya keep the inning alive? Fastball hit well to deep left center field. Going away back. It's a tie ball game. Rico Bronya ripped that ball out of here the other way for Bronya's 3rd home run of the year, and it's 5-5, and Tony La Russa can't believe it.
I'll tell you what, he just went with that ball. He's strong. That ball went.
Really?
That's surprising. The ball does not go, didn't used to go like that here. The fences moved in, definitely helped, but I'll tell you what, he hit that ball well. Keeps his hands right there, his head right down on it, and just lets it go.
Phillies bullpen coach Ramon Henderson celebrating out there at the pen as that ball landed into his area. There are the totals. We're tied up again. Phillies lead, trail, and now they're tied. As Rico talks to Hal McRae, the Phillies batting instructor. 3 home runs this year, way back to left field by Mark Lewis. Mabry at the track, and it dies right on the back of the warning track. Mark Lewis gave it a long ride, and that'll do it. Phillies have a good inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Good ball game, tied up at 5.
This commercial is rated H for high laughter content. It contains adult language.
You're a dirty old man, you know that? And I'm gonna be one till I'm a dead old man.
And the irascible Fred Sanford on video.
These twins is waiting to meet your lips.
Sanford & Son, the collector's edition. Your first video is only $4.95 with subscription and contains 4 hilarious episodes. It includes graphic content.
Say, what does sangria mean? It means blood.
And it's partially available in Espanol.
Buenos dias, huh? And beans and disease to you.
Sanford & Son, your first 4-episode video is only $4.95 with subscription.
Oh, this is the biggest one ever had. You hear that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
To get your first video of Sanford & Son, the collector's edition, for only $4.95 plus $3.79 shipping and handling, have your credit card ready. And call toll-free 1-800-494-7766.
Doubt about it. Americans like to win. We strive to be first, always, and in everything. So it only makes sense that more of us want to drive the best. Toyota Camry, America's #1 selling car.
Time now for the Dodge Stump the Experts question. Sent in by 13-year-old Kevin Goodwin, a huge Phillies fan, who was the only pitcher in Major League history to strike out more than 20 batters in one game. Fly ball to center field by Brian Jordan. Here comes Glanville. Arias goes back, and Alex makes the play for the first out of the inning, so we will think about that one. And we thank huge Phillies fan Kevin Goodwin for using the internet and sending that in on our Dodge Stump the Experts.
Yeah, this ball almost pops out of Arias' glove there. It's a little snow cone showing. A lot of times the center fielder come in and call those guys off. It's really an easier play coming in than going back.
John Mabry, the Westchester University product, takes a strike. He has popped up and walked. Darren Winston up in the Phillies bullpen. Bounces up there. Whiteside due to bat fourth in the 6th inning, and there is the left-hander Darren Winston. Five here in the 5th inning. Tough play for Lewis. Comes hard. Bobble. He had him. Yeah. He makes that play. He's going to throw Mabry out at first, but he did not. See how they scored.
Another case just trying to be a little too quick. I mean, you have to hurry, so it's a tough play, but you know he's running. You have a tendency you want to peek up. His head comes up just a little bit as he's going to catch the ball. They do it.
Scored a hit, and that will bring up Garrett, who has walked and grounded out. Gary Garrett, been around a long time, had some great years in the American League. Played well for the Cardinals since he's been here. Former Gold Glove winner in the American League. One of those good Twins teams that used to go to the World Series.
I know he's been around a while when he doesn't have an ear flap on his helmet.
Really? Because they have to wear them now.
Yeah. The only way you can get away without wearing it is if you came into the league before it was mandatory to have the ear flap.
Garrett, a base hit in the hole to the left. Stopping at second is Mabry. So the Cardinals come right back with 2 on and 1 out. For the catcher Lampkin with Winston ready in the bullpen. We shall see. Terry Francona probably doesn't want to make the change now, but he might have to. And here he comes. There's the base hit. Well, I guess after what Lampkin did last time, he's not going to take any chances, so no. Winston's going to come in. Matt Whiteside will leave. And the left-hander Darren Winston on his way from the bullpen to try and get Tom Lampkin out. We'll be right back.
With Bell Atlantic Mobile, you can make important calls from just about everywhere, like the I'm stuck at the airport call or the I'll be late for dinner call. That's because everything we do is for one reason. That moment when you make the I wish I could tuck you in call.
Will you be home for your morning hug?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Your call goes through. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Hey, Jan. That's a new Chevy Blazer?
Yeah, it is.
Love the new look.
You should see the new interior.
New look and a new interior? Big bucks, huh?
No way. I leased it for $339 a month for 36 months with a $339 initial payment.
$339 a month? Well, it's got that driver control system that can handle anything.
You should get one.
I think you're right. For a change.
Lease for $339 a month or buy and get 1.9 financing or $1,000 cash back. Shop Chevy now.
Phillies 5, the Cardinals 5. Cardinals threatening again here in the 5th inning, as Darren Winston will come into the ball game. The left-hander coming into his 8th game of the year. And the reason he's coming into the ball game is because Tom Lampkin is the batter, and Lampkin's off to a great start for the Cardinals. As you look at the numbers on Darren Winston, who's done a good job with that 1.42 ERA. Here's what Lampkin did in his last at bat.
It's that first pitch fastball. Down, in a little bit. And I'm sure that had a lot to do with, as you said, Francona's decision to, I mean, he's swinging about hot. He had a pinch hit home run yesterday. Another one today. Starting the first time he's really playing regularly every day.
And Tony La Russa has an interesting decision too. Politte, the pitcher, is due next. He's down to 4 extra men because he started the game with just 5 with 12 pitchers, and they've already used McGee. All his extra men are right-handed batters. There is Busby up in the bullpen, the right-hander, Mike Busby. So he is showing a pitcher ready to come into the ball game should they pinch hit. Lampkin 1 for 2 with a homer. He's also hit a fly ball to right field. Darren Winston trying to get the job done here. There's only 1 out. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Lampkin's seen service with a lot of different ball clubs. Eli Marrero, their other catcher, with Tom Pagnazzi on the DL again. Marrero, an interesting story. The guy was just recently fighting some thyroid cancer problems and has battled back. Lampkin into center field. Back goes Glanville. Doug is there, makes the play. 2 outs, and let's see what La Russa does here in this tie game. And he's going to bring him back and go to the bench. So Tony La Russa will take a shot here in the 5th inning with a pinch hitter. I think that might be no, it's, they haven't brought him out yet. Maybe Ron Gant. It looks like Ron Gant, and it is, as you see Busby warming up. So Ron Gant will come out. Gant's been struggling a little bit. Did not play tonight because Garrett Stephenson gave him some problems with off-speed pitches last year. So Ron Gant will come out and pinch hit. There you see the numbers on him. Gant is 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Now Galen Cisco wants to have a chat with Winston.
Well, he wants to let Darren Winston know what Gant likes to hit. Gant's been around a while in the league, and he's going to tell him, let him know Gant does like the ball in, get him to chase, but Darren Winston's fastball is really like a slider. It's a cutter. Right-handers, however, only hitting .083 off of Darren Winston, 1 for 12.
I remember you facing Ron Gant one time.
That's right.
It's a big spot in the ball game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Struck him out on a changeup. As you look at his numbers, it's a pinch hitter. He looked at you like, what was that?
I think everybody looked at me like that.
Final out of Game 5 of the League Championship Series in 1983. Larry Anderson strikes out Ron Gant. 93. There's that pitch inside, which I can never tell whether it's a cutter or a slider because it moves so much.
His slider is more like a slurve. It's slower and it's got a bigger break. He calls it a slider. I call his fastball his slider. It really is. It's just a natural cutter. The way he throws it, he comes around the side of the ball.
That's why he has such good numbers against right-handed batters, because he gets in on them.
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to do here, is get Gant out with 2 on and 2 outs. Still tied at 5. Outside on deck is David Howard, who is a switch hitter. There is Howard, who will turn around from the right side to face Winston. 2 balls, no strikes on the pinch hitter Ron Gant. ever get out front of that one, and a wicked foul ball into the seats down the third baseline.
I tell you, Ron Gant can hit the ball inside. There's no doubt about it.
Oof.
You see this fastball just runs in on him, and he gets that bat head out in a hurry.
See, he's concerned as he watches to see that hopefully nobody was injured, and it appears everybody's okay. The count 2-1 on it. Big spot in this game for Darren Winston and the Phillies. John Mabry, the runner at second base. You see him there at the bottom of your picture. And over at first base, Gary Garrett with 2 outs. Three and one. Wayne Gomes is out of the bullpen now for the Phillies. There you see those numbers Larry mentioned against right-handed batters, hitting just .083. Your base runners and the count. Foul back just below us. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the runners. Mabry from second, and Gaetti from first will be off on the pitch. Terry Francona trying to get through this inning as he lost his starter in the third when Garrett Stephenson was spiked on a play at first by Willie McGee. There they go. It's hit to deep left field, way back, and this one's gonna go. Another home run for the Cardinals. A 3-run pinch hit home run by Ron Gant, and they lead it 8-5. Third home run of the game for St. Louis.
Mark Lewis coming in to talk to Darren Winston and just wants him to settle down and relax and see Gant going in the dugout.
You see, La Russa took a shot there too, you know, which was a good thing to do, as it turns out, for the Cardinals, as he raked this thing.
There he wanted that ball. Parent wanted that ball away, and it's just how his fastball cuts. It cut back over the middle of the plate.
Into the seats, a long home run for Gant. The Phillies would come back to tie the game up, find themselves down by 3 again. There you see Brian Jordan with Ron Gant, the second home run of the year.
That's what's really, really tough for an offense, is when you do fight back, you come back, you tie the game up, and then turn around and relinquish the lead again. And it's really disheartening. You see Dave Parker there, the hitting coach.
That rather large man, yes. People were wondering who that was. Dave Parker was with the Angels last year. Since Larry Bowa ran him out of there. Let's see with the Cardinals now. Look at he play. Oh. Papa. So it's going to be 1 out, 2 late again for the Phillies. Lewis grabs it. 3 runs in the inning. 3 hits, no errors, and thanks to this swing, nobody left on base. 8-5 St. Louis.
The momentum is shifting in this one.
Dude, get down. It's my chair. Let's go. I'm not playing games.
Okay, here we go again.
Oh, dude.
He's got him right where he wants it. Just a bit outside.
Hey, those dog obedience classes really paid off.
493 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every day. Every 12 minutes, a woman dies from it. It's the leading killer of women ages 35 to 54. All women are at risk. If detected early, 95% will survive. During the Great American Ford Sales Event, a donation will be made for every vehicle sold to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Join the Race for the Cure, May 10th, 1998. You race, everybody wins.
Catch this. Fans 14 and under get a baseball glove free thanks to Mellon PSFS when the Phils play the Astros Sunday, May 3rd at 1:35. Call 463-1000.
Hey, Phillies fans, enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest for your chance to win a brand new Snapper lawnmower. Just mail us a 3x5 postcard. If your name's chosen and the Phillies mow them down 1, 2, 3 that inning, you win. Enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest today.
Time now for that Dodge Stump the Experts trivia quiz. This is a good one tonight. Who's the only pitcher in Major League history to strike out more than 20 batters in a single ball game? And that was submitted by Kevin Goodwin, age 13. Big Phillies fan, and we don't know the answer. So we got stumped.
The experts got stumped.
Cheney. 16-inning ball game. I understand he was with the Washington Senators when he did that in 1962.
Not really a household name, though.
No. How many innings did he pitch? Did he pitch all? Let's see, that could never happen now. Bullpens take over now, as they are right here. This is Mike Busby coming into the ball game. Mike Busby, 6'4", 210-pounder, who's 25 years of age, out of Lomita, California. 14th round pick, June of '91 for these Redbirds. There are the numbers on him. Notched his second win of the year on Tuesday against Arizona, allowing 1 run in 1 inning. Made 3 starts for the Cardinals at the end of the '97 season, going 0-2, being used out of the bullpen now. Last year pitched at Louisville as a starter, and then those 3 starts for the Cardinals. Mike Busby makes his home in Glendale, Arizona. Phillies have to try it again. Either take leads or tie and keep falling behind. Here's Abreu, and the pitch is over for a strike. He has struck out, singled, knocked in a run, and scored a run. Also stolen a base. Abreu, Parent, Arias, and then Winston. Tries to check, can't, and it's a strike. The ball's 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses. Phillies seen Busby for the first time. And a fastball struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 1 for Busby. And the second time Abreu's going down on strikes.
Well, he just saw the breaking ball, and he comes back with a good fastball inside, came back over the plate a little bit. It's so hard to get timing for a hitter after they've seen a good break ball. He's got a good breaking ball. You become aware of it. A lot easier to get that fastball by him.
Parent, the batter, he was struck out and walked. Four home runs in this game tonight. 3 by the Cardinals, including 1 by Mark McGwire, 1 by the Phillies, hit by Rico Brogna. Fastball popped up down the right field line, foul, and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes on Parent with 1 out, nobody on base in the 6th. Cardinals now lead at 8-5. Breaking ball comes inside, misses, 1-2. Mike Busby, the second pitcher tonight, coming in behind the starter Politte, who is now the pitcher of record for the Cardinals. Politte didn't pitch all that well. 5 runs, 8 hits. Those runs earned in 5 innings. Two balls, 2 strikes. Base hit right field for Parent, as Willie McGee picks it up on a couple of hops. So Mark Parent, a 1-out base runner for Alex Arias, who has an RBI single.
Tell you what, with this offense that St. Louis has, you don't have to pitch that well. There's a fastball up a little bit, and Parent just goes with it the other way. So much easier to hit that ball that's up in the zone, even if it's away and that ball was away on the corner, but when it's up, it's a lot easier to reach.
Phillies have moved Ruben Amaro into the on-deck circle to bat for Winston. And the pitch to Arias over for a strike. There is Amaro. And Wayne Gomes will be the new pitcher. Arias playing tonight for Relaford, whose hamstring is a little tight. We don't feel that it's serious. And Desi could conceivably play in the day game here tomorrow. Arias pops one up shallow right field. McGee is right there. And he squeezes it, 2 outs. Don't forget the new Dream Week coming up next year. A lot lower price, still all the fun. A new long weekend with that new lower price. So fulfill your dream to be a big leaguer. Come on down to Clearwater, Florida next year. Call 215-938-1200. 215-938-1200. Make that call right now and find out about Dream Week next year in Clearwater. You will enjoy yourself, we guarantee it. Here is Ruben. Switch hitter bats left-handed against the right-hander Busby. Takes a breaking ball away. Amaro batting at .250 and career pinch hitter .206 with 3 homers. This year as a pinch hitter, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Base hit right field. Parent will stop at second. So Amaro delivers with a hit, and the Phillies bring the tying run to the plate, and Doug Glanville.
That's been one of Tony La Russa's concerns, is the bullpen in St. Louis. See Amaro ball up there a little bit too. Tell you, anytime you see that catcher's glove going up mid-thigh or waist-high, you know that ball's up. It's not where you want to pitch.
That will bring Dave Duncan, the longtime pitching coach, out. I say long time because he spent a lot of years with La Russa at Oakland.
Yeah, he was my pitching coach in Seattle. And actually, he was a pitching coach and third base coach for St. Louis. Rene Latchman was a manager.
And he's a catcher, right?
Yeah. And that's all I'll say about that.
Haven't been a whole lot of catchers that we pitched. There was, well, I can't think of his name right now. For the Mets for all those years with a good, I'll think of it. They had a catcher who was their pitching coach and did a good job for them. That was when Seaver and Kuzman and Gentry and those guys were there. Doug Glanville trying to do some damage. He has a double and a triple tonight. One ball, no strikes on Glanville. Parent at second. Amaro at first. 2 outs. Pop-up. Playable in the infield. Who wants it? Second baseman Delino to Shields. Here comes Brian Jordan. He runs him off it. And that'll do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Cardinals 8, Phillies 5.
When you play Cash 5 from the Pennsylvania Lottery, you can win all the cash all at once. More than $100,000. Okay, if that isn't exciting enough, how about all the winners all at once? Over 1,000 people have won Cash 5 to date. On average, 4 more people will win this week alone. Play Cash 5, and you can experience the excitement of winning all the cash all at once.
I want boom, da, boom, doom. Why do you want to look at my Discover card statement? It's mine. I live in New York City. Of course, I love the theater. Bring in the noise. You know, it's my favorite show. I go there as often as I can, trying to steal another step. And my kids want me to be more risky. Come to Garçon stuff is, you know, it's risky. I want a cashback bonus.
How many credit cards make a statement like that? It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
with its well-appointed interior. An 190 horsepower V6 engine. The Nissan Maxima is the performance sedan. For the most challenging race of all, the rat race. Lease a Nissan Maxima GXE for $299 a month for 39 months with an initial payment of $14.99.
This portion of Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Budweiser Beechwood Age. For a crisp, clean, classic taste, Budweiser, the king of beers. By Bell Atlantic Mobile. And by Nissan. It reminds you that life is a journey, so enjoy the ride. In the home of Budweiser, we are tonight, St. Louis, Missouri. As the Cardinals lead this one 8-5, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. There you see the line score, and this one has gone back and forth. Cardinals with 3 long balls, including one by McGuire, and they lead it by 3. Phillies have out hit them. Wayne Gomes comes into the ballgame. Gomes trying to right his ship after a shaky outing yesterday in Florida. Blew his ERA up over 11. Delano DeShields the first batter, and he swings and misses strike one. It'll be DeShields, McGuire, and McGee. 2, 3, 4 hitters to face Gomes. 4th pitcher used tonight. Takes a bunt, takes a strike. And Gomes, former #1 pick out of Old Dominion. There are some of the numbers on him this year. Low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mark Parent point to himself. He took that pitch away from Gomes. I think he knows it. He kind of went down on his knee. Gomes will throw 2 different types of curveballs.
There's one of them. Struck him out looking on a good curveball, 1 away.
They say when he gets 2 strikes, he throws one that goes top to bottom or downward, straight down. First curveball he'll throw to a hitter for a strike is a little flatter, and he's got a little better control of it.
Here's McGuire, walked his first 2 times up and then unleashed a 2-run bomb to left center. His 8th of the year, all of them coming here at Busch Stadium. It has to be one of the remarkable things of this year is that he went to Colorado for a few days and didn't hit any there.
That's amazing.
He will be back, though, for the All-Star game this year. That's where the All-Star game is. What would it be without Mark McGuire? This time he'll be in a National League uniform for the first time.
About him in a home run contest at Coors Field. I've not seen the field, but I don't know if that stadium can hold it, could it?
Oh, you can hit him over everything here. They got some stands out there in the back of the left field pavilion area. Galarraga's hit him over there. It will be fun to watch, that's for sure. 2 balls and 1 strike on McGuire. Gomes trying to get him out. McGee on deck. So you've never been to Coors Field, have you? No. It's one of those places that make you glad you're up here.
Yeah. Good reason to retire.
Oh, man. Tough place for pitchers. This is again 3-1.
They boo every time we go to 3 balls on McGuire. Fans start booing. They want to see it throwing strikes and watch him hit.
Well, he hit a 3-2 pitch out last time. You hear the boos as he walks again. Coming into the ball game, Mark McGuire was first in the league in walks drawn with 16. He now has 19 as his son heads down there to get his shin guard. There he comes into the picture. Well, that's going to be a fun job.
Yeah.
Get to spend time with Dad. Willie McGee, the batter. McGee is 0 for 2 tonight. After replacing Langford.
He will chase balls, but I tell you what, one thing that helped him a lot earlier in his career was playing on the artificial turf. Right. He could bounce balls off the turf, bounce them off the plate, up the hard dirt in front of the plate, and just beat him out. He was a blinder when it comes to running.
Every time you see him take a swing like that, and the next one rake one, like that. Hits it hard, foul. Willie McGee can take some of the worst looking swings and then just crush them all.
Very susceptible to breaking stuff, slow stuff, anything in the dirt with 2 strikes. He'll chase.
Boy, do they love him here in St. Louis. What a reaction he got tonight when he came into the game. Gomes misses high and outside, 1-2. 1 out. McGuire on at first. 8-5 in favor of St. Louis. Look at him run. That's a foul ball. It hit him, and he's out. Mark Parent pointed that out right away, and Frank Politte came out and called it, so he is out. Give the catcher an assist. 2 down, and back to first comes McGuire.
Mark saw it, pointed to Frank. Frank was right on it.
And McGee knew it.
Yeah. That ball, he hits this, dribbles, and then it hits him when he's out of the box. So he's in fair territory. You get hit by a batted ball, even if it's your own fair territory, you're out. The runner's got to go back to first base. It's just it's a good fastball sinking away. There it hits him right there in the back of the foot.
And the ball, of course, is dead at that point. The base runners must return, as McGuire does the first. Now with 2 outs, and Brian Jordan, the batter, 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a pop-up. He does have a run batted in, his 10th of the year.
How do you score that?
2 unassisted.
2 unassisted.
Player closest to the play gets up, and it's a catch. Fouled straight back by Jordan. And a good swing at that, 2-1.
Brian Jordan likes that ball up in his own a little bit. Wayne Gomes might have gotten away with one there.
And a strike call, 2-2. Two outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and McGuire on at first base. McGuire's been on base all 4 times tonight. 3 walks and a bomb. Struck him out on that high pitch, and Jordan, upset with himself, slams the helmet. No runs, no hits, no errors. Left. Harry Callis comes in for Larry Anderson in the 7th.
I can't believe it. My own unsecured Visa credit card.
Hell, you had real credit problems after the divorce.
I called AFCA. Their program has helped hundreds of thousands of people just like me.
What's your credit limit?
It can grow to $1,650. Plus, they showed me how I can get guaranteed approval for an unsecured MasterCard.
If you've had credit problems, call AFCA and get pre-approved for membership. Once you're accepted, your Visa card from United Credit National Bank will be on the way. For AFCA pre-approval, call 1-800-690-2322.
What if you had to choose between a flower and an elephant? What would you choose? What if you had to decide between a 100-year-old tree and a 1,000,000-year-old beach? Could you choose between drinking clean water or breathing clean air? Now you can choose all these things. EarthShare, the world's leading environmental groups working together. It's one choice we can all live with.
With aluminum wheels, a great stereo, and air conditioning. This is what Consumers Digest thinks of the S10. This is how to make a best buy even better. Just $169 a month and 0 down gets you a 36-month smart lease on an impressively equipped 4-cylinder S10. Just $169 total due at lease signing. And this is the catch. Hey, what else did you expect?
Chevy S10 pickup, just $169 a month. Shop Chevy S10 now.
Time now for your Chevrolet game summary. Mark McGuire is 8th of the year, a 2-run homer. Rico Brogna's had a good night with a home run for the Phils. Mark Lampkin, a solo shot, but the crusher. That 3-run pinch hit home run, as you see there in the bottom of the 5th inning by Ron Gant. Broke a 5-5 tie, and the Cardinals now lead it by a score of 8-5. Greg Jeffries leads it off for the Phils here in the 7th inning against the young right-hander Mike Busby. For play-by-play, here's Harry.
All right, thanks, Wheels. Greg Jeffries is 0 for 3 tonight. He is grounded out, flied out, and grounded out. He did drive in a run with one of the ground outs. 1 ball and no strikes to Jeffries. That'll be a hit to right center for Greg Jeffries. So he is a leadoff base runner here in the 7th. Bills keep chipping away and trying to get back into this game, trailing by 3. The batter will be Scott Rowland. Scott Rowland is 0 for 3, is twice struck out and flied out to center. High foul, first base side, well out of play. Cardinals lead the league in home runs. They've had 3 of them tonight and have 23 now for the season. This is a power club now. Not the running Redbirds, but the long balling Redbirds. Tony La Russa has a left-hander up in his bullpen now.
Lance Painter.
Rico Bronya due up next. Popped him up, foul. McGuire has a play on the ball. Puts it away. Rollins retired, 1 down.
First baseman, Rico.
Bronya in his last at bat crushed that ball into the Phillies bullpen. His 3rd homer of the year.
Well,
tied the game.
Yeah, now that he doesn't represent the tying run, they're not going to bring the left-hander in. If Rowland had done something there and Bronya was a tying run, you would have seen Painter come into the game.
1 ball and no strikes to Rico Bronya.
This way, La Russa still has him available should that situation arise with Abreu later in the inning.
Two balls and no strikes to Rico Bronya. Empty calls time. That's a word with Mike Busby. He's about hit the Cardinals tonight, 11-9, but trail 8-5. Long ball being the big weapon for St. Louis.
Long balls accounted for 6 of their 8 runs tonight. The Phillies have the 1 solo homer.
Out of play, 2 balls and a strike to Rico Bronya. Rico 2 RBIs tonight, leads the Phils and runs batted in with 11. Popped him up in the infield. Shortstop David Howard waits. And that's out number 2 here in the 7th. Brings up Mark Lewis. Lewis is grounded out, doubled, and applied to deep left. Mark Lewis, 1 for 3. Jeffries at first with 2 outs here in the 7th. A foul out of play. Atlanta and Colorado are in a snow delay at Coors Field, bottom of the 3rd, tied 1-1. Snowing in Denver. Jeffries goes. He got a big jump. Lincoln's throw right on the bag, but Jeffries just got in ahead of the tie. Good throw by Lampkin. He had not much of a chance because Jeffries got a big jump.
Yeah, and he made a play out of it. Watch out. What is a tough pitch to throw on, down and in, and he gets a lot on it. DeShields was a little bit behind the bag and couldn't quite get the tag down on time. And this time Delino caught it. Remember earlier had a play where his ball hit him in the shoulder when he missed it.
Line drive to right center field. McGee backtracks and makes the grab, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Stretch time. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals lead the Phils 8-5, and it's time now for a Nissan Sports Break. Let's go back to the Comcast Sportsnet studios and Derek Gunn. Derek?
All right, thank you, guys. Elsewhere around the majors tonight, the first 2 weeks of the season have indeed been rough on the Seattle Mariners, not because of their bullpen, certainly not because of their offense. Mariners and Twins tonight, top of the first. Really Jeff Passero pitching to Pat Mears. And Mears jacks one to left. His 3rd of the season. Twins up 1-0. But Seattle comes back in a big way. Bottom of the 3rd. Ken Griffey Jr. hits one deep to right. You never see the ball land. You got to trust me on it. It's his 7th of the season. Mariners up 10-2 after 7 innings of play. Is now 10-2 in the 8th. When we continue, we will go back to Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Harry and Wheels will have the bottom of the 7th after 6.5 innings of play. Phillies trailing the Cards 8-5.
With its well-appointed interior, an 190 horsepower V6 engine, the Nissan Maxima is the performance sedan for the most challenging race of all, the rat race. Lease a Nissan Maxima GXE for $299 a month for 39 months with an initial payment of $14.99.
1 acre, 2 acres, 3 acres, 4. Snapper Tractors, a complete line that's built to last. From suburban lawns to sprawling estates, Snapper has the right tractor for you. Snapper Tractor's variety of powerful engines, durable mower decks, and optional accessories will turn your Snapper Tractor into an all-season workhorse. Snapper Tractors, starting at under $2,000.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, St. Louis leading at 8-5, and John Mabry will lead it off. He is 1 for 2, has popped up walk, and has an infield single. Ball to Rico Bronya.
Combs was late getting off the mound, and they almost didn't get that play. He froze for a split second.
Third baseman, Rico could have taken himself on that ball, but he didn't. Well, Wednesday, May 6th, our first business person special of the year. Dante Bichette and all the Colorado Rockies will be in a 105 Vinny Castilla and Company. First of 4 ever popular midday, midweek fun in the sun, Mellon PSFS Business Person Special. Per shilling, if we stay in rotation, would be scheduled to pitch. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000 or order online 24 hours a day at Phillies.com. Gary Gaetti has walked rounded out and singled. 1 strike to Gaetti. One. Calls it back and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to Gaetti. Missed, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball hit in the air to center field. Glanville and Abreu and Lewis all out there. Look out. Lewis somehow makes the play, and Bobby Abreu came racing in past him, but Mark Lewis makes the catch for out number 2.
Such an easier play for the outfielder coming in, who almost always tries to call the infielder off it. Now, you know, we don't know what happened here, whether Abreu did or not. Yeah, it appeared that he did.
Probably didn't hear him.
Yeah, they're lucky they didn't. Oh, sure, he's calling for it there. They're lucky there was no injury involved. That had collision potential.
Here's Tom Lampkin. He is fly to right, hit a home run and line to center. Ball and no strikes to Lampkin.
They moved Brian Hunter into the on-deck circle to bat for the pitcher Busby should Lampkin keep the inning alive. Well, now Hunter just went back into the dugout.
They do have a right-hander up in the bullpen. Lampkin hits it well, but it will stay in the park, and Glanville makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Gomes. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We move to the 8th. It's 8-5 St. Louis.
The folks here at Tasty Cake have joined a long list of local companies that have gone all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
The service is really good. It's a name you trust. It's like Tasty Cake. Everybody trusts Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
One of the best plans around. I really am very happy with Blue Cross.
You can depend on them.
Well, when you have a trying time, you have to lean on somebody.
Go all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
Let's run the numbers on Dodge Stratus. A double wishbone race-inspired suspension, plus more standard features than Accord, Altima, and 626. Subtract $1,500 cash back, hit total, and Stratus starts under $13,900. Considerably less than what you'd pay for these. Or instead of cash back, select low 1.9 financing, and look what you can save over 60 months. Gee, you'll love this new man. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
This portion of Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. And by your friendly Dodge dealers. The more things change, the more things look like the new Dodge. Eighth inning, Phillies trail by 3, 8-5. Mike Busby in his third inning in relief of Cliff Politte. And Bobby Abreu will lead it off for the Phils here in the 8th. Abreu to be fouled by Mark Parent, then Alex Arias. Abreu is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Third ball miss, 1 ball and no strikes to Abreu. Balls and no strikes. Fastball over, 2-1. Please have Mark Leiter up in the bullpen if they get down to Wayne Gomes. They'll bat for him in the 8th inning. Play 2-2. With the breaking ball, a full count to Abreu. Parent on deck. Full breaking ball. Walks Abreu to lead off the 8th inning. It's the first walk given up by Busby. That brings up Mark Barron.
Well, the Phillies are basically right-handed off the bench at this point. You think they'll get a right-hander up now. You see Tony La Russa getting off the bullpen phone. They do have Desi Relaford, but he has a tight hamstring and not necessarily the guy you're going to pinch hit. And as we say that, they get the left-hander Painter up.
They're going to get two.
Yeah, they got to get a right-hander up.
Lance Painter.
Well, the two guys the Phillies can bring off the bench that can hurt them with a long ball, that's Bottenfield, Kent Bottenfield, or Jordan and Lieberthal. And they're right-handed.
One ball and no strikes to Mark Parent. He has struck out, walked, and singled. Abreu dives back safely. Into right field, Willie McGee, a long run, makes a good shoestring catch. He held the ball and then dropped it as he was taking it out of his glove. So it is an out. A nice shoestring catch by Willie McGee.
McGee had a play like he had a play like that earlier that Glanville hit, and he couldn't quite get there. The ball hit off the glove. This one, he's running as hard as he can. Full extension, good play. Here he comes again. Willie McGee, 39 years of age and still a great athlete. Terry said the ball comes out here now, but he was taking it out of the glove, and the three umpires had their right arms up.
Up Alex Arias. He has grounded out, singled in a run, and flied out to right.
Kevin Jordan is the pinch hitter on deck.
Eighth inning, Phillies down 8-5. Called strike. 1-2 to Arias. Busby working in his third inning, relief of Cliff Politte. Arias is run up on a called third. Second strikeout for Busby. 2 down here in the 8th. Kevin Jordan comes out as a pinch hitter.
Here's a breaking ball. Arias thought it might have been low or outside, and he is out on strikes. And you see his reaction.
So Kevin Jordan comes out to bat. And he fouls it back up over the screen. Jordan hitting at .333 as a pinch hitter, 1 for 2 with a run batted in. Inside with a breaking ball, 1-1 to Kevin Jordan. Sandy Abreu at first base. 2 down here in the 8th inning.
Discover a great way to shop for your next car. Tune into Cable Cars every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Cable Marketplace Channel 2. You'll see hundreds of new or used cars every week from some of the finest dealerships in South Jersey. Sedans, wagons, 4x4s, and pickups. It's as easy as tuning in to Cable Cars every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on Cable Marketplace Channel 2. Cable Cars. It's a great way to shop for your next car.
Must I, Amanda, take this guy to have and to hold, to go out with and make out with, to be together and sleep together, to go all the way, because they say he'll walk away, unless I do.
If you don't talk with your kids about sex, who will? Our free booklet can help.
To make people happy one Ford at a time. Need affordable, reliable transportation? Ford Escort's the answer with financing as low as 1.9% or $1,000 cash back. Looking for comfort and safety in a minivan? Then look to the 5-star safety-rated Ford Windstar, also with 1.9 financing or $1,500 cash back. Solving the transportation needs of America during the Great American Ford Sales Event. But don't wait for us to come to you. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, the Dodgers got homers from Mike Piazza, Todd Zeile, and Todd Hollinsworth, beating the Cubs 11-3. Chino Park won that one. Florida and Arizona just underway. Florida has scored a run. They lead 1-0 now in the 2nd inning. Cincinnati over the Mets 4-3. Atlanta and Colorado are in a snow delay in Denver in the 3rd. Houston has beaten Montreal. That's over now, 5-3 Houston. Milwaukee 5-2 over San Francisco. And San Diego beat Pittsburgh 7-5. American League, Nomar Garciaparra continued the hitting streak at 14 consecutive games. Boston got 2 in the 9th to tie it, 1 in the 10th. 3-2 Red Sox. New York 11-2 over Detroit. Seattle got a home run from Ken Griffey, his 7th. They lead Minnesota 10-2 in the 8th. Toronto 6-1 over Chicago. Texas 6-4 over Baltimore in the 5th. The game's on the West Coast just underway. Anaheim leads Tampa Bay 2-0 in the 2nd. Mark Leiter is the Phillies' new pitcher. Leiter appearing in his 7th game. No wins, no losses. A 4.15 ERA. 8 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. He has struck out 10. And has not given up a walk. Brian Hunter will be the pinch hitter for Mike Busby. He jerks a foul down the left field side out of play. Hunter hitting a 154. He's 2 for 13. 1 double, 3 runs batted in.
Didn't play in the big leagues last year. He spent the whole year at AAA.
Chased the breaking ball that bounced up there. 0-2 to Hunter.
Save situation right now. So who will Tony La Russa give it to? At this point, it's Kent Bottenfield, who has 2 saves, as does Jeff Brantley. Bottenfield throwing in the bullpen.
Missing with a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hunter. Bottom of the 8th. St. Louis on top 8-5. There's Bottenfield. Fly ball to left field, not deep. Jeffries a long run. Arias goes out. Shoulders rolling, and they hit one another's gloves, and it drops in. Arias had it momentarily in his glove, and they kind of touched gloves, knocked the ball loose, and Hunter ends up at second base.
He'd been flirting with collisions all night, and there it was in Arias' glove. I think he was, as much as anything, was blocked by Rowland at the end and didn't really see it. Bounces off his glove. So it'll be a double.
And it will bring up the top of the order, David Howard. Howard is grounded out, singled, struck out, and popped up. Takes it wide for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Trying to move the runner Hunter here along. Trying to bunt him along, bunts it foul, 1-1.
Bruce obviously wants an extra run here because this has been a sacrifice situation where he's trying to bunt as opposed to him giving him a chance to swing the bat and pull it to the right side. I'll always tell you how much a manager wants a run, because with many players they feel their best shot is to bunt the ball as opposed to giving them a chance to try and swing away.
1-1 to David Howard. Overlooks Hunter back to second base.
Sometimes when now they get the count even, the manager will change his mind and figure, well, the guy's more likely to get a fastball he can handle. There's McGuire ready to hit. So he'll take the bunt off and let him swing. McGuire's still a batter away, though.
Shields due up next, and then McGuire. There it goes, and Parent easily throws him out.
Not a good play by Brian Hunter at all. Nobody out. You know he's going on his own there, and Tony La Russa has it look like, what was that? As he mumbled something out of the corner. You see him go. He thought he had a good enough jump. He threw him a splitter. Nice play by Parent there on a low pitch, and easy throw to Rowland, who was right near the bag anyway, puts a tag on him.
So that not only takes a runner out of scoring position, but also might prevent Big Mac from getting another at bat. Mark McGuire.
You cannot find a positive in that for the Cardinals. It's a big positive for the Phillies.
2-2 to Howard. Struck him out with a splitter. So that's 2 down, and we'll bring up Delino DeShields. Sunday, May 3rd, when the Phillies take on the Houston Astros at 1:35. We have a great giveaway item for all fans 14 and under. A Fielder's Glove, black and color, compliments of Mellon PSFS. Fielder's Gloves for all youngsters 14 and under. That's Sunday, May 3rd at 1:35. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000 or order online 24 hours a day at Phillies.com. One ball and no strikes to DeShields. Throws it out. 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. St. Louis on top by a score of 8-5. Two and one. And Mark McGuire waits on deck. Fouls a fastball out of play, a full count to Delino DeShields. DeShields is 2 for 4 with a double and a single. He has scored 2 St. Louis runs. hit, but foul right field side. Three and two to Delino DeShields. Bouncing ball to Rico Bronya. Bronya to Leiter covering. Wow, just got him. Just got him. The Shields got down the line in a hurry. That'll retire the Cardinals here in the eighth. No runs, one hit, no errors. They leave none.
Here's that play. Bronya makes a heck of a play. Leiter had to outrace Delino DeShields of the bag, and he just did.
So we go to the ninth. It is 8-5 St. Louis.
Hey, Phillies fans, enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest for your chance to win a brand new Snapper lawnmower. Just mail us a 3x5 postcard. If your name's chosen and the Phillies mow them down 1, 2, 3 that inning, you win. Enter Snapper's Mowing Down the Competition contest today.
Independence Blue Cross and Tasty Cake are two time-honored Philadelphia traditions. The folks here at Tasty Cake have joined a long list of local companies that have gone all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
It's back to providing our folks with a level of comfort that if anything happens to their family, they're going to be covered, and we believe Independence Blue Cross does that.
Go all blue with health coverage from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. The folks you can lean on.
Hey, Jan. That's a new Chevy Blazer?
Yeah, it is.
Love the new look.
You should see the new interior.
New look and a new interior? $8 bucks, huh?
No way. I leased it for $339 a month for 36 months with a $339 initial payment.
$339 a month? Well, it's got that driver control system that can handle anything.
You should get one.
I think you're right. For a change.
Lease for $339 a month or buy and get 1.9 financing or $1,000 cash back. Shop Chevy now.
Snapper walk-behind mulching mowers. Get the quality you expect for a price you wouldn't. Check out Snapper's new 5-horsepower push mower for under $300. Or be kind to your lawn and yourself with our self-propelled 6-horsepower mower for under $400. These durable mowers have powerful engines and broad 21-inch mowing deck. So hurry to your local Snapper dealer now to get the best for less.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
8-5 Cardinals. We go to the ninth inning. Kent Bottenfield will be the new pitcher. Bottenfield appearing in his 8th game. He's won 1, lost none. Has 2 saves, a 5.40 ERA. 8 in the 3rd innings, 10 hits, 5 runs. Quite a few strikeouts. 12 strikeouts and 2 walks. So Bottenfield comes out here in the 9th. He'll try to save this one for Cliff Politte. Politte taken out for a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 5th. Ron Gant, who hit a 3-run home run, and that has been the difference.
And as the inning begins, Tony La Russa has his 1 left-hander available. Lance Painter up in the bullpen. Rico Bronya, left-handed batter, due to bat 4th in the inning, and that's why he's up.
Doug Glanville will lead it off for the Phils. Bottenfield is a 29-year-old. Fastball to Glanville, who's 2 for 4 with a double and a triple. Field in the major leagues has been with Montreal, Colorado, San Francisco, and the Cubs. The signing on with St. Louis. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Doug Glanville. Another one straight back. Stays alive at 1 and 2.
Glanville trying to get his game going. He has a couple of hits in this game tonight. He got a good swing at a fastball here. They want him to walk more eventually, and you know, that's something that's hard to do when you're not used to doing it.
Just fouled off a breaking ball. Still 1-2 to Glanville. We're in the ninth. Phil's down by 3, 8-5. Popped him up on the right side of the infield to Shields. Puts it away for out number 1 here in the ninth. It'll bring up Greg Jeffries. Jeffries is 1 for 4. Jeffries. One ball and 1 strike. That's the breaking ball. 1-2.
Here's Kent Bottenfield with the off-speed pitch to Greg Jeffries, a breaking ball in the outside corner. Bottenfield's basically a sinker-slider type guy with good control.
Another breaking ball, and Delano DeShields will have to hurry. He does, and got him.
He may have deflected that ball right to him.
It might have gone 1-4-3. I would tip that ball, Bottenfield.
I think the ball was up the middle. I really can't tell there whether or not he touched it or not, but Delano made a nice play.
It is scored 1-4-3. Bottenfield did tip it, and the batter will be Scott Rowland. Hitless tonight, nothing for 4. One ball and no strikes to Rowland. Be the ball game as he hits it to Howard, and it is a 1-2-3 save for Kent Bottenfield as the Phillies go down in the order here in the 9th inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. The final score: St. Louis over the Phils by a score of 8-5. Big blow, a pinch 3-run home run by Ron Gant. And Mark McGwire also hit his major league leading 8th home run in this ball game. A homer also for Tom Lampkin as St. Louis down the Phillies by a score of 8-5. So the Cardinals win the first game of this 3-game series. Phils will try to halt a 3-game losing streak tomorrow. 8-5 final. We'll be back with more from Busch Stadium right after these messages.